Good afternoon. This is Christine Watson, Interim President and CEO of Red River College. Today, I'm very excited to share with you updates on the college's plan for reentry. We've all started to see this province slowly loosen restrictions, and it definitely feels like there's been a shift in the city, as we're now able to visit some of our favorite places and people again. But post-secondary institutions are unique and complex workplaces, and there isn't one simple solution. We have large numbers of faculty, staff, and students whose health and safety must be at the forefront of our planning. I'm happy to share with you that the college will be implementing a multi-phased approach that will help guide us as we begin to resume activities on campus and allow for the gradual re-entry of our college community. Although the province has indicated that post-secondary institutions can reopen as long as they adhere to physical distancing restrictions, the mass gathering nature of our work means that, while we can start to do more on campus soon, we still need to ensure we follow the strict physical distancing guidelines by public health. For a college as large as ours, it's not an easy task, but our dedicated team has been working closely with public health on the development of each phase so that we can get our students the training they need. We also need to build in time to adjust to our new approach and to ensure that we keep everyone safe when they're on campus. So, first, it's important to know that our campuses will reopen in 4 phases. What does that look like? Well, each of the 4 phases will define what academic programs, services, and supports will be delivered in person or virtually, and which operational areas will resume work on campus. Phases will move through periods of restricted access to limited access to full access. We'll be sharing more information next week on the specific activities and services that will resume in Phase 1, which we anticipate will begin in mid to late July. So, how are we planning for academic activities? Each academic program is unique, so this planning is very detailed in nature. The Academic Reentry Team, or ART, will work with each program area to plan for training activities for summer and fall terms. As we've mentioned before, the priority will be to catch up those students whose learning was disrupted earlier in the year, who need hands-on work, and critical industry training and research. Our focus continues to be online learning wherever possible during this time. And we understand that this will not be feasible for some programs. However, now that we have greater direction from the province, we will work to find solutions with a blended delivery approach to address the needs for those programs and academic areas. So how are we planning for operational activities? Well, for those areas of the college providing administrative and academic services, our incident management team and the academic reentry team will work with areas across the college to further refine reentry plans for all departments in all phases. Those teams will ensure that all of you have a clear understanding of the approach to reentry to better inform your work and to help your managers and supervisors support you along the way. Of course, opening up our campuses means we need to pay attention to campus flow and the myriad of detailed safety precautions. We're starting to make changes at all of our campuses to keep everyone safe. And by the end of June, directional signage, floor markers, physical barriers, designated entrances, hand sanitizing stations, and much more will be in place at all campuses to ensure our safety. We know there's a lot going on, and we promise to keep you updated, starting with more detailed information about the 4 phases next week. Information will be shared regularly by email and in staff and student news, and will also be available on the coronavirus section of our website starting next week as well. We know your teams are anxious to understand what reentry looks like. Thanks to all of you for your input into the process that is now underway and for your patience as we work through this detailed planning process. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the incident management team at safety@rrc.ca. Thank you for your continued hard work and effort in supporting our students and for making Red River College one of the best places to work and study in the province. Have a great weekend.